Hello, this is Toby, the Galactic Intuitive. How are you guys doing today? Today is Monday, September the 1st. And yes, I am wearing the same clothes. That is because I'm actually recording this on Sunday, August the 31st, because tomorrow I am continuing to take my own advice and my Syrian guide's advice from today, well, it'll be yesterday when you watch this, but Sunday, to be in the being. And so I'm pre-recording this because tomorrow I'm going to be and not do quite as much. However, we're doing daily messages, so here I am. So I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I think we talked about freedom. We talked about, in the prior message, I'm going to get all twisted around if I keep doing yesterday, and because it's the same day for me. Anyway, we talked about freedom. We talked about what we're moving towards, and we talked about the fertile field of September, basically, at least that period between the new moons in Virgo. And as a refresher, the first new moon in Virgo was on August the 22nd. That was the first day the sun moved into Virgo. We have, in the middle, we have a full moon eclipse in Pisces on September 7th. There was a whole message about that a couple of messages ago. So if you're interested in that, go back a few days. I don't know why I brought that up. So there might be somebody out there who, if that pings for you, go check that out. It was just a few days ago. Then the final new moon in Virgo happens on, what does that happen on? September 20th or 21st? 21st. And I believe that's an eclipse as well. It is. It is. So anyway, I'm not sure why I'm bringing that back up. I don't know. Must be something coming through about that. This is that fertile field we've been talking about that the guides have been bringing through. There was a message, I believe, from my Polarian guide about that. And that was just a few days ago as well. Maybe a week ago now. So we're going to pull, I'm going to pull some cards from the Golden Future Oracle deck by Diana Cooper. Such a lovely, bright colored deck. New Earth energies. So let's see. This feels like, I guess this is why the eclipse and the moons were coming up, because this feels like a forward, well, it is the Golden Future, but this feels like a forward looking message coming through with these cards. I should have put some chapstick on. My lips feel really dry. Y'all didn't need to know that. TMI. All right. Anyway, I've been out in the sun a lot this week, guys. Okay. Anyway, message about. Give me a second. About what? The second eclipse, the second new moon, and then the equinox. Okay. Oh, a card for, 2 cards for each? Okay, 2 cards for each. All right, here's the first one for the new moon in Virgo on the 21st. Spiritual technology. Okay. Second one for, oh, we're doing 2 different decks. Okay, sorry. So the second one is going to be, that was card number 43. The second one is going to be for the equinox from this deck, and then I'll go to a different deck. Star Tarot next. Okay. Oh, music. Bring yourself into divine harmony. Card number 8. Well, harmony on the equinox is a beautiful message. And for the spiritual technology, it says, expand your imagination and share your visions. Okay, so let's see what we have here with the tarot before I get into this fully. Shuffling on my lap is rather tricky. There's a chance that I could dump the whole deck on the floor. It's a pretty good chance too. It has happened. It has happened. All right, one more shuffle. I'm trying to be careful. This is kind of a big, stiff deck too. The cards are good size cards. Okay. All right, so spiritual technology, this is going to be another card for the new moon in Virgo on the 21st, please. Knight of Wands. Ooh, that looks, look at how similar these look. You see that? There's a lot of gold and red in both of those. Okay. And then for music and the equinox. So much movement with that new moon. Interesting. Eclipses are not generally something that you want to set in, like, intentions around. It's a time for clearing. Queen of Swords. Okay, let's see what we have here. So for the new moon in Virgo, the second one, because we've already had the first one. Spiritual technology, expand your imagination and share your visions. Okay, so see how we have kind of the finger of source or God touching and activating the being's third eye here. This feels very much like, well, and I was just talking about not really setting intentions, and I'm really drawn to the birds, the dove and the hummingbird. There are some physical activations happening at this time, and that I mean, certainly your visions are spiritual technology as well, but oh my gosh, I should have left alone. But you are the greatest spiritual technology, and there are activations that are happening. And look at how interesting. So we have the what is that? Huh. We have the, I'll say the finger of source here, but look at how the wand here has wings coming off the end of it. That feels very, very similar. So there a lot of physical activations happening at that time. It feels like the movement is indicative of that energetic movement of these activations, and then the movement that happens as a result of the activations and these give me just a second. I'm hearing, what was that? Waveform movement. Waveform movement of light within, no, waveform movement of photons within the cellular bodies. There's an expansion that happens with that. And there's also, on the other side of that, is this a leap. It feels like a leap and a large shift in how you feel energetically, from a sense of fatigue to being energized and motivated and inspired and just kind of raring to go. It's the way it's coming through. And see how we have the 4 directions here? It feels like not only are you physically feeling that, but you also now have this sense of knowing which way you're going, because the spiritual technology within you, some form of that technology, in some specific form of that technology, has been turned on, has been activated through the waveform movement of photons within the, what they say, cellular bodies. I'm really drawn to, and I don't even know what this is. What is that? These like kind of circular shapes within the skull of this being. It looks like to me like cells and expanding too, and moving. There's movement within them. So yeah, that's it. It occurs with that new moon, but the actual movement that occurs as a result of that happens afterwards. And even after the equinox, because then we have the equinox and we have music, bring yourself into divine harmony, and then we have the Queen of Swords. And this feels like so we have this activation, right? We have this activation of the spiritual technology within you. There's physical changes that happen in accordance with that. After that, directly after that, we have the equinox, which brings the energies of balance. Divine harmony. Bring yourself into divine harmony. With the music here, I would say whatever whatever like solfeggio frequencies that resonate with you, but I'm specifically hearing 174 hertz, will help to balance. I think that is a healing frequency, a cellular healing frequency with that. So that would make sense. But that will help to bring the body back into a state of harmony. And then the Queen of Swords comes in with this look. She's even got the activations from source here. This feels like bringing it all together. It's like these things happen. I mean, of course, nothing is coincidence. These things are happening back to back to bring through the physical aspect of it, the mental aspect of it, the air energy, the ideas forming. So the frequency comes in, the activations happen, the technology gets turned on, and now we can bring it into form. This is the mental space, though. This is bringing the ideas together, because we are in this, I keep throwing cards around, because we are now in this state of harmony. But if we're not in this state of harmony, we're not going to be able to put the pieces together to be able to bring the frequencies in and the activations into the activations that are opening up our vision into into form. And that might be mental, like air energy form at this time. What happens then after that will be bringing it into physical form, but there is something new being activated within during this time. Okay, well, I wasn't anticipating that. I think I say that a lot with these messages, don't I? I should stop saying that. Very interesting. Why do I feel like we need one more card? Do we need one more? What do you guys think? You're saying yeah. Okay. Let's do an alchemy and see how we, because there is a sense of alchemy here with the Queen of Swords and the music, because the music feels like very watery energy, and then when we have the Queen of Swords, we have the air energy. So this alchemy of bringing the two, allowing the two to work together. Interesting. Okay, let me grab these. Okay, sorry about that. All up in the camera again. All right. A couple of shuffles. These cards are tricky to shuffle anyway. They have a hexagonal shape, which is cool though. I really like these. All right, one more shuffle. Okay. Wild Unknown Alchemy. Okay, so what do we need? How best do we alchemize this? Okay. Silver Argentum. I'm going to read silver. Give me just a second. I'll get the book. It's card number 25. Let's see. I have to grab it. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, and the camera is dancing. Okay, silver, 25. Lunar, reflective, chrome are 3 keywords. It says, don't give up now. Okay, wait a minute. Whereas gold sustains its own malleable radiance, silver asks for our participation. We must work at it. Don't give up now. Silver wants to build relationships like the moon, a mirror, or a poem. Let it reflect an image back. With an open heart and one more moment of willingness, the seemingly cold, stark surface of silver opens into the imaginal realm. What is there? Your own vastness? The mysteries that beckon you on moonlit nights? Through Through our daily devotion to silver, we find the truest gold. Polishing as practice is the thing to ponder. Silver is known as the metal of the moon, and the brain is known as the silver dragon. There it is. There's the connection. Now, I said dragon. It does not say dragon. It says organ. Where did I get dragon? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was weird. Therefore, meditation is key to unlocking this metal's secrets. Meditation. There it is. That's what it is. That's how we alchemize this. This is the Queen of Swords. This is how we bring these ideas into mental form, into even written form, before they take on physical form. Meditation. That was a long way around to get to meditation, but meditation. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. I don't think so. Okay, now I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great Monday, and thank you for being here. Sending you guys lots and lots of love. I'll be back tomorrow. See you soon.